Welcome to Sparks of History, where Jewish history and world history meet. We are extremely pleased to have with us today Professor Jonathan Dauber. Professor Dauber holds a BA in Near Eastern and Judaic Studies and History of Ideas from Brandeis University. Professor Dauber earned a PhD in Jewish Mysticism from New York University. Professor Dauber currently is Associate Professor of Jewish Mysticism at Yeshiva University's Bernard Revel Graduate School of Jewish Studies, where he is also the director of the PhD program. Professor Dauber's areas of specialization are the various stages of Kabbalah, as well as Eastern European Hasidism. Professor Dauber has authored Knowledge of God and the Development of Early Kabbalah, Secrecy and Esoteric Writing in Kabbalistic Literature, and is currently working on the Sefer ha-Bahir, a translation and commentary. And today we will be discussing Professor Dauber's area of expertise, the fascinating topic, perhaps somewhat misunderstood topic, which is Kabbalah, and specifically the history of Kabbalah. Professor Dauber, thank you so much for joining us today. Most appreciated.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm very much looking forward to this, and I'm happy to share what I can about the history of Jewish mysticism and Kabbalah.
Okay, thank you. Just to get started, briefly, how would you define Kabbalah?
Okay, so the term Kabbalah just means tradition. But in the Middle Ages, the term was given to a particular set of traditions. These are traditions about the 10 Sefirot, which are 10 manifestations or 10 aspects of God that have particular functions in the governance of the world, that are described in particular types of symbolism that the Kabbalistic literature is full of. So that's, in a technical sense, what Kabbalah is, a set of traditions about the 10 Sefirot. The medieval Kabbalists believed that these traditions were given orally at Sinai, so that effectively there were two oral Torahs. There was the Torah Sheba'al Peh, as we know it, and then there was the Torah Tasod, the Torah of Kabbalah, which they say was transmitted orally until the Middle Ages, when it was finally put into writing. A little less technically, the term became a catch-all for all kinds of works that have a more mystical approach to Judaism, even if they're not about the Sefirot per se. So works like Hechalut literature, the literature of Hasidei Ashkenaz, and other types of more mystically inclined literature that in a broad sense are included under the rubric of Kabbalah.